One reason I want to mount the XZ assembly before the Y axis is because it'll be much easier to mount it with the Y axis out of the way. The Y axis is so long, it would be much more difficult. With it like this, I can actually just line up my T-nuts down here on the bottom, get them pretty close. Try to get it here so you can see what I'm doing. And then I got these pretty close in place. So now I can set this on here. And then I'm going to need 4 10mm screws. This is kind of top heavy. Let's see if... Yeah, pretty close. That'll help. I knew the spare parts would be good for something. Get a couple of them started that will hold it. Okay, now you want to make sure that you've got this lined up, and then you can actually crank down those screws that you just put in. I'm going to loosen the others just so they slide if necessary, just a little bit, crack them a little. They weren't real tight anyway. So that's pretty stable now. Now, I'll turn this around. I want to make sure the top is flush. In fact, since these are loosened, the ones on the column, I'm going to go ahead. Now here we're going to use 2 of our 90-degree brackets, and we're going to use these, oops, that's a little too loose. We're going to use these 3 T-nuts we had, and some 10mm screws. And we're going to need 4. Now the reason we're going to need 4, we're going to need, for each side, we're going to need 4 10mm screws and 1 self-tapping screw. And these are all still from the mini mill parts. So we'll go ahead and put these in, get these started, the 10mm. Okay, and then the C-beam, the 2 center holes here are tapped, so you can use a tapped one. And you had used, in the mini mill, we used a self-tapping screw in part of them, and this side actually has been tapped with a self-tapping screw. I need my screwdriver. So I'll go ahead and put that in there. And I'm going to snug them only now. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Now on mine, this next hole is not tapped yet, so you may have to work it in and out a little bit. Okay. Then that's going to bring it flush. If we go ahead and tighten it down, I will bring it flush with the top. Then I can tighten these corner brackets down. Get them good and tight both directions. And that takes care of the XZ assembly attached to the frame. It's looking great, huh? It's going to be a nice little machine.